All right, so here we have the final question of the paper, 9709 A-level Maths, October, November 2021, paper 1, variant 2. Question number is 12. The topic is equations of circle. This question is worth 8 marks. This is part A, and then we will solve part B as well. So here you see a diagram which shows a circle with equation x square plus y square minus 6x plus 4y minus 27 equals to 0, and the tangent to the circle at the point P, and point P is actually 5 comma 4. Part A is saying that the tangent to the circle at P meets the x-axis at A and the y-axis at B. Find the area of the triangle OAB where O is the origin. So obviously, in order to find the area of this triangle OAB, this triangle is right angled triangle where base is OA and the height is OB. So half into base into height. So obviously you need the length of OB and the length of OA. And for that purpose, obviously you need the coordinates of A and B respectively. Now this would be only possible if you find the equation of this straight line which is tangent to the circle at point P. Now in order to find the equation of the tangent, obviously you need the gradient of the tangent. And in order to find the gradient of the tangent, what you need is, let's say this point C, which is the center of the circle. So first of all, you need the gradient of this line PC. And since you are studying, since IGCSE and O-level maths, that the angle between the tangent and the radius is 90 degree. So once you are able to find the gradient of PC, so using the relationship of perpendicular lines, you can say that gradient of PC multiplied by gradient of this line AB is equals to -1. So first thing is that you need to find the center of the circle. And for that purpose, you have an expanded form of the equation of the circle. Now what I'm going to do is convert this expanded form into a completing square form, which you can say a standard form x minus a the whole thing square plus y minus b the whole thing square is equals to r square, where a comma b is the center of the circle and r refers to the radius. So x square plus y square minus 6x plus 4y minus 27 is equals to 0. So what you need to do is convert it into a completing square form. And my approach over here is to use this formula a times x plus b over 2a, the whole thing square plus 4ac minus b square over 4a. You actually don't need to mention this complete formula over here. Just in one step, we can write it. But first of all, you need to arrange the equation in this form: x square minus 6x plus y square plus 4y, and this is equals to 27. First, I'm considering only x square minus 6x and using this formula where x is the variable. So 1 multiplied by x plus minus 6 over 2 times 1, the whole thing square plus 4 times 1 times 0 minus 6 square, and then divided by 4 times 1. And then I'm considering only y square plus 4y where y is the variable. So 1 multiplied by y plus 4 over 2 times 1, the whole thing square plus 4 into 1 into 0 minus 4 square, and then divided by 4 times 1, and this whole thing is equals to 27. So x minus 3 the whole thing is square, and then minus 36 divided by 4 is minus 9, and then plus y plus 2 the whole thing is square, and then minus 16 over 4 is minus 4, and this is equals to 27. Okay, so x minus 3 the whole thing is square plus y plus 2 the whole thing is square equals to 27 plus 4 plus 9, which is supposed to be 40. So now we can say that 3 comma negative 2 is the center of the circle, and radius is equals to under root 40 units. All right, so we have found the center of the circle. Let's say this coordinate is known as C. So now what we can do, we can find out the gradient of this line PC, the gradient of the radius line actually. So the coordinate of P is how much? 5 comma 4, and C is 3 comma negative 2. So gradient of PC according to the formula y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1 minus 2 minus 4 divided by 3 minus 5. So minus 6 over minus 2, gradient is equals to 3. So now, since we know that PC is actually perpendicular to this line AB, we can say that gradient of PC multiplied by gradient of AB equals minus 1. So 3 times the gradient of AB is equals to minus 1. Therefore, the gradient of AB is equals to negative 1 over 3. So this coordinate actually P, which is 5 comma 4, this is satisfying the equation of the circle as well and equation of the straight line tangent as well. So y minus y1 is equals to m times x minus x1. So I'm going to use this coordinate P, 5 comma 4. So y minus 4 is equals to minus 1 over 3 multiplied by x minus 5. Okay, so y minus 4 equals minus 1 over 3 times x plus 5 over 3, and therefore y equals minus 1 over 3 times x plus 5 over 3 and then plus 4. Y equals minus 1 over 3 x plus 5 over 3 plus 4. This is supposed to be 17 over 3. This is the equation of the tangent. Now what you know is that A is the x-intercept and B is the y-intercept. And since the value of C is 17 over 3, y is already made the subject over here. So the coordinate of B is supposed to be 0 comma 17 over 3. Now in order to find the coordinates of A, what you need to do, put y is equals to 0 into this equation. So 0 is equals to minus 1 over 3 times x plus 17 over 3. So x over 3 is equals to 17 over 3. Therefore 3 and 3 are cancelled out. X equals 17. So A coordinate, the coordinates of A are 17 comma 0. So area of the triangle OAB, half into base into height. So the base is OA, the height is OB. So half into 17 over 3. So 17 multiplied by 17 divided by 6. This is 289 over 6 units square. This is your answer to part A. And this working is worth 5 marks. Now let's move on to part B. Part B is saying that points Q and R also lie on the circle such that PQR is an equilateral triangle. Find the exact area of triangle PQR. Okay, so as we can see that coordinates Q and R, the coordinates Q and R are actually lying on the circle. Okay, and this triangle PQR is actually equilateral triangle. This PQR. Okay, and this was the center of the circle 3 comma negative 2, which was point C. Now what we know, the fact is that the radius of the circle is under root 40. So this CQ length is also under root 40 and this CR length is also under root 40. Okay, and since we know that if we make a line from point C till the line QR, let's say this point is X. So this X is actually the midpoint of QR. This is basically the symmetrical property of circle, because this line CX is actually the perpendicular bisector of QR. Okay, so what I'm interested in, first I'm interested in finding this base QR, the base of this triangle, this length QR. And since we know that we have an equilateral triangle PQR, so all of these three sides are equal and all of these angles are equals to 60 degrees. Okay, now since you have studied a property since IGCSE and O-level mathematics, that angle at the center is twice the angle at the circumference, given that they are subtended by the same arc. So since this angle is 60 degrees, so this complete angle is 120 degrees. This angle RCQ. Now what I can do is I can use the cosine rule formula. Okay, I have this triangle CRQ. CRQ. I want to find the length of QR. This is under root 40, this is under root 40, and this is 120 degrees. Okay, so we can use the cosine rule formula. QR square is equals to under root 40 square plus under root 40 square minus 2 times under root 40 times under root 40 multiplied by cos 120 degrees. So actually it's very easy to put it in the calculator like this, that 40 plus 40 minus 2 times 40 times cos 120. This QR square equals 120. So the exact value of QR is actually under root of 120, which is 2 root 30 units. Now, since we know that PQR is an equilateral triangle, since this QR is 2 root 30, so this length PR is also 2 root 30, and this PQ length is also 2 root 30, and this angle is 60 degrees. Now we can use the sine rule formula. Okay, so sine rule formula, area of triangle PQR would be, let me do the working over here. Area of triangle PQR according to the sine rule formula would be half into AB into sine C. This means that half into PR PR multiply by PQ multiply by sine RPQ, sine RPQ. So half into, it was 2 root 30, right? Yeah, 2 root 30. Half into 2 root 30 into 2 root 30 multiplied by sine 60. And here you go. You have found the area of triangle. So 0.5 multiplied by 2 root 30 multiplied by 2 root 30 and then multiplied by sine 60. And 30 root 3 units square is supposed to be your final answer. So this was the complete paper. I've made the solutions like in separate videos. In some videos there are 3 questions, some 2, some 4, and inshallah tomorrow onwards I'll be uploading P3 paper 32, October November 2021. The battery is just 6%. I'm about to end now, so I'm signing off. And if you like my content, if you find my content useful, then I would be very thankful if you give me your feedback and subscribe to my channel, like and share. Inshallah, meet you tomorrow with paper 32 solutions. Assalamu alaikum. Take care.